Hi friends, in this video we are going to see about the I/O ports in 8051 microcontroller. 8051 microcontroller have 4 I/O ports, each of 8-bit, which can be configured as input or output. Hence, total 32 input-output pins allow the microcontroller to be connected with the external peripheral devices. Pin configuration is 0 or 1, that is 1 for input and 0 for output. All the circuits within the microcontroller must be connected to one of its pins except P0 port because it does not have pull-up resistor inbuilt. Port 0. Port 0 can be configured as a normal bidirectional I/O port, or it can be used for address data interfacing for accessing external memory. When control is 1, the port is used for address data interfacing. When the control is 0, the port can be used as a normal bidirectional I/O port. Here let us assume that control is 0. When the port is used as an input, port 1 is written to the latch. In this situation, both the output MOSFETs are off. Hence, the output pins floats. This high impedance pin can be pulled up or low by an external source. When the port is used as an output port, a logic 1 written to the latch again turns off both the output MOSFETs and cause the output pin to float. An external pull-up is required to output a 1, but when 0 is written to the latch, the pin is pulled down by a lower MOSFET. Hence, the output becomes 0. When the control is 1, address data bus controls the output driver MOSFETs. If the address bus is 0, the upper MOSFET is off and the lower MOSFET is on. The output becomes 0. If the address data bus is 1, the upper transistor is on and the lower transistor is off. Hence, the output is 1. Hence, for normal address data interfacing, no pull-up resistors are required. Port 1 pin structure. So port 1 does not have any alternate function, so it is dedicated solely for I/O interfacing. When used as an output port, the pin is pulled up or down through internal pull-up. To use port 1 as input, 1 has to be written to the latch. In this input mode, when 1 is written to the pin by the external device, then it reads fine. But when 0 is written to the pin by the external device, then the external source must sink current due to internal pull-up. If the external device is not able to sink the current, the pin voltage may rise, leading to a possible wrong reading. Next, port 2 circuit. So port 2 has 8 pins, that is P2.0 to P2.7. Port 2 is used for higher external address byte or a normal input-output port. The I/O port is similar to port 1. Port 2 latch remains stable when port 2 pin are used for external memory access. Here again, due to internal pull-up, there is limited current driving capability. Port 3 pin structure. It is also 8 pin P3.0 to P3.7. Each pin of port 3 can be individually programmed for I/O operation or for alternate function. The alternate function can be activated only if the corresponding latch has been written to 1. To use the port as input port, 1 should be, that is logic 1 should be written to the latch. This port is also has internal pull-up and limited current driving capability. The alternate functions of port 3. So the pin numbers P3.0 to P3.7, each and every pin having its alternate functions. For example, P3.0, it is act as a input output pins and additional function such as receive data for serial communication, and P3.1 is transmit data for serial communication. 3.1, 3.3 for external interrupt 0 and 1 respectively. 3.4, 3.5 or timer 0 and timer 1 respectively. 3.6 for write operation to external memory. 3.7 is read operation from external memory. Current limitations of the port circuit, that is each and every pin. So when the pin are configured as an output, that is logic 0, then the signal port can receive a current of 10 milliamps. When these pins are configured as input, that is logic 1, then built-in pull-up resistors provide very weak current but can activate up to 4 TTL inputs of LS series. If all bits of port are active, the total current must be limited to 15 milliamps. If all ports, that is 32 bits, are active, then the total maximum current must be limited to 71 milliamps. Thank you.